it's always nice. I come to Korea quite often, and it's always nice to visit MMCA because here a lot of things happen. It's such a huge museum, a lot of things happening always. Interesting project, interesting installation, huge big budget exhibition. In Japan, art world is smaller. Here you feel that a lot of things happening in Korea. So I'm so excited to be able to collaborate with MMCA for my collaboration. When I first got, the contact from Sony, I was very much excited, and now I'm here to do it. So I'm very excited about this. Sony is very open, and she's very open, and she can let me do whatever I want to do. And she has a big trust, she has a trust to the artist. So actually it's been very easy for me to work with her because I get this total freedom. And from time to time I exchange ideas with her. But in general, she just created this platform where artists can explore whatever we want to explore. And she has this general trust to the artist. So for artists, it was very comfortable to work with this. Actually, I'm using VR, virtual reality technology, so it's not difficult for the audience to engage with my work because what's great about this virtual reality is that it's a new technology and it's really you really feel the new experience. You have new experience through this technology. And it's very strong and very powerful technology, new technology, so that I think for the audience, it will be very easy for the audience to engage with the work itself. But content of my work is something that is not so easy to consume because it deals with a real tragedy, something that really happened to somebody in Iraq. So I really want people to get into this world. In my world, let's say this virtual world where I created with this young man, and I want people to experience it, and I want people to I hope it will be a new experience for everybody, all the audience, and I hope it will pose a question about the state of ourselves, how we are living in this particular moment in history. I have been making a lot of work about the history of Japan, especially about the war history, what we did and what happened, and how people narrate, how people remember these events, and how the society takes these memories, and how we transform them into history. And there are a lot of different aspects to it. And I've been doing that for the last 10 years, and now I'm getting more commission from the outside of Japan, so that I'm trying to bring my interest to the outside world. For example, I've been making work with US veterans who went to Iraq and Afghanistan and how they experienced the war and what kind of condition they were in and what kind of life they had. Most of them have been having very hard time actually coming back from these places. And then since I did that with the US soldiers, I thought, okay, I have to make work from another perspective, from the other side, from the perspective of the person in Iraq. And a lot of US soldiers, they talked about the experience of being confronted by the image of the child. Of course they're a child in Iraq, and they often talk about how they get confused, get confronted by the presence of child, because child is so innocent, of course. So I decided to go to Iraq and do some make work with somebody who was a child when Americans were there to do the war. So that was the main reason why I went to Iraq. Asia, yes, means a lot. Actually, there are a lot of aspects. to understand this world. Of course, it's a geography, but it's not only geography because I'm from Japan, which means I carry this history with me. And of course, 70 years ago, and up till 70 years ago, we had this big idea about Asia, and we tried to be, leader, or we tried to conquer. Asia reflected a lot about our desire to be richer and to be stronger. So for me, the word Asia is not only geography, but it has this huge historical burden, and also historical, but it's heavy for me. So and questioning about Asia in Korea right now is very interesting for me because in Korea I remember that in Gwangju you have Asia
Asian Cultural Complex.
Yes. That's where you're trying to almost redefine what is Asia and try to be center of the Asia culturally, and that's very dynamic, and that's something that we cannot do it in Japan. I think if we start to do it in Japan, we feel like, okay, what did we learn from the history? So it's very interesting, and it's true that in Korea there are a lot of culturally. There are a lot of things happening here. From Japan, if I look at the Korean art scene, then it's a lot of big, huge museums, big exhibitions, and a lot of things happening here, and it's very exciting to be part of this. And so it's for me coming here to being questioned about Asia is very. It's not only about geography, but it's also about history and also about to understand what's going on right now in geopolitically in this area. Yeah. This is first time that I use this VR technology, and it's I only just touched this media, and I'm sure that there are a lot more that I can do, and a lot more that the artists can do. But anyway, yes, I want to do more. I want to make more.